You know, I've been following. Don't follow a whole lot of NBA games unless if it's the Bulls or heck, even if it's the Miami Heat, because I know some of the players personally. But one thing about a few of the players of this era that I do like is Anthony Davis from out of Kentucky now, who plays power forward and center for the New Orleans Pelicans. You know, and he's been making his rounds also on the silver screen too. As y'all know, he was in Barbershop 3, as well. But Anthony Davis, this ain't no bashing or nothing, no cooning or anything like that. I'm gonna save that for somebody else later on in this commentary video. But as much as everybody's going all in about the United Flight, Dr. Dow, who got dragged off of there because of him being quote unquote being thuggish and being rude and refusing to leave, and he just basically had his ass handed to him by the security officials, which most of them would happen to be brothers. They dragged his sorry ass off that damn plane, and rightfully so. In which get white people all up in an uproar talking about that was wrong, this like this. I say, man, crackers need to shut the fuck up. But I don't hear them say anything about the sister that got dragged off her flight by some white security officials up in Detroit. They're quiet about that. Well, even though that you a professional athlete, and Des Bryant, if you listening, you best better listen carefully. It will be no different. Now, Anthony Davis, I haven't met him as of yet. But one thing is for certain, it doesn't matter if you're a celebrity or whatever, they still view you as a black person, as a black man. And this proven right here as what 93 Sports News asked me about and stuff, and I told them I was going to do a video on it. So shout out to 93 Sports News and Town Biz Ticket and Irv, one LBC, and the whole LBDC. So LDBC. Sorry if I got it mixed up, if I butchered it. But Anthony Davis was recently denied service at a Japanese restaurant over in West Hollywood, California. And get this, people, simply because he was wearing a hoodie. I'll be telling y'all about most of these guys, these so-called Asians, who want to have their honorary Caucasian card. I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna get into the story right now. And it comes from like Hello Beautiful, that's most recently on it. Okay? My apologies on that. New Orleans Pelicans forward Anthony Davis and a few of his teammates, I don't know why they say this, typo, of his teammates, they were turned away from Katana, that's the name of the restaurant, which is in West Hollywood, California. It's a hot spot, over a hoodie. A hoodie, people. So, and I think this is going to be what it's leading at. The MVP All-Star was interested in dining at the eatery on Tuesday night. However, the doorman was not feeling his outfit. A witness at the scene told Page 6 Davis was pleading with the doorman, saying, "Me and my teammates just want to get something to eat." The doorman would not let Anthony in because his hoodie was not up to dress code standards at the establishment. Now, Anthony, he couldn't take off his hoodie because his shirt was sleeveless and underneath. Now, according to this witness, after offering to rent out the private room in the back and still being denied, the basketball player returned to his SUV and left. Now, at that day, I think the Pelicans were in town that night to play the Lakers on Tuesday evening. Now, he didn't play in the game due to a sore knee. So, that's from page 6. That's where they got it from. I guess, let me see where the source comes from. Hold on a second. Because that's where it comes from. Okay, this is even a better story. Now, reps from the Scenery Sunset Boulevard restaurant didn't get back to us. Although websites for Innovative Dining, which owns the eatery, specifies that beachwear, athletic tops, and t-shirts are not permitted in the restaurant. Now, a rep for the Pelicans declined to comment. But that was something else. Let me just go back here like this, because okay, this is what happened. This is even more in depth. Okay, Davis even offered to spend a fortune to rent the private room, but the doorman said no, you can't come in wearing a hoodie. So Davis got in his SUV, and left. And only then did the restaurant manager come out running, freaking out at the doorman. See, you see that? Let me stop there. You see that right there? Now, I want to know who the doorman was. I guarantee you it was somebody either white or might have been Japanese or whatever like that, because he wasn't feeling. I mean, it's ironic. But you see, the restaurant manager came out running because he said, man, dude, that's $1 million now. What the world wrong with you? They don't want to miss out on that money. But it just goes to show you that, I don't care. I personally don't care of how much money you have or your celebrity status, whether you're an athlete or entertainer or whatever like that. There's people in this world that still gonna view us as something other than not them. And that happens to go along here, like with Anthony Davis. Yeah, that was discrimination, but see, it wasn't a problem. But see, till their manager realized who it was, and then start come running out. Not only he cussed out the doorman, I guarantee you he probably ran after Anthony Davis and say, no, we apologize. So anything like that. But y'all saying like that, you don't like us, but you like our money. If I was Anthony Davis, I wouldn't even went. If I'm in LA and I'm Anthony Davis, I wouldn't even have went to no restaurant like that. The minute that he came out his mouth and say, oh, we can't come in here. Okay. Well, you talking about saying that beachwear and all this other stuff is not a time. But let somebody white come in there, walk in there wearing that, it wouldn't have been a problem. I'd have did like this. I'd have went over there to either LA, like on Crenshaw somewhere, find me a black-owned restaurant, that's upscale, and dine in there. Even if it's a soul food restaurant that's in the hood or whatever. I'd rather go there. Because like where I'm at, I'm into the hospitality industry. You know what I'm saying? So I done seen white people come in there wearing Ocean Pacific shorts, clandettas, flip-flops, and all that, and they're going into restaurants that's basically upscale, and it's like $200 plates, stuff like that, no problem. He's wearing a hoodie. Now, do they have a dress code in there? I'm pretty sure they do. But still, though, it has nothing, that doesn't constitute the fact that, you denied service on them. But let this just be a lesson to the brothers and sisters out there, and to a lot of these other black athletes too. And let this be a lesson to Dez Bryant. Now, I guarantee you, if Dez Bryant was over there, and say like if the Cowboys NFL season started, the Cowboys were in town to play the LA Rams or the newly LA Chargers, and he wanted to go there. I guarantee you, if he would went in there with his pants sagging and all that, they still turn him away. They don't care who you are or whatever like that. Because trust me, here in my neighborhood here, we got plenty of these Chinese restaurants, and I don't frequent none of them. None of them at all. In fact, I don't frequent a business that don't want me there. So there ain't no sense in me coming there. As soon as they say something derogatory out their mouth, I get their information. I go ahead and get the number, the place to store, and report them to the Better Business Bureau. And then I say I'm not going there no more. But to Mr. Davis, as much as I like him, let this be a wake-up call to you. That you best better understand something. That you're still a black man in America KKK. Which, by the way, brings me to my next subject of all the dummy, idiotic, foolish things, and this is mostly related to some straight coonery. Now, this is Gilbert Arenas, former NBA player, formerly played with the Washington Wizards. Now, he just, and I got this off of watching Cynthia G. Shout out to Cynthia G for stating this, that he made a real, he's done some asinine shit. Like he bought a hand, he came into, when he played with the Wizards, he came into the locker room. I think he had a beef with a teammate, and he came in there with a loaded firearm. Starting to shoot them, a lot of stupid stuff. But this has got to be the most dumbest thing you ever say. That Gilbert Arenas doesn't find dark-skinned black women attractive. Can anybody say pot, meat, kettle? So I'm just gonna I'm just gonna go right into this article here. Let this dumbass here, for him saying some stupid shit like what he just said. That just didn't make no sense. And this is what it was saying, like here. Gilbert Arenas says Lupita Nyong'o, if y'all know, she played one of the slaves in the movie, one of the people in the movie from 12 Years a Slave. I never saw it, never watched it, didn't want it. When the lights are off, and rant about dark-skinned women, and this was a quote he said, I never said sorry for the ish I said. I say. Let's just get on into it. Okay. Former NBA player Gilbert Arenas lived up to his social media name no.chill.gil on Friday by having absolutely no chill when it came to expressing his thoughts on black women's skin tones. It included his opinion that Lupita Nyong'o, an Oscar-winning actress named People magazine's most beautiful person of 2014, isn't quote-unquote cute. Now this started, sorry about that people, when the 35-year-old left a comment under an Instagram photo implying that he didn't think dark-skinned black women were beautiful. Now this is from his Instagram page, from the Shade Room or whatever. No, that's somebody else. And the person was saying, like, giving some big ups, like, dear black girl, you don't have to be mixed to be beautiful. And the article, like, from Pro Black Thought, I don't know if y'all can see it or not, Your African features are all you need for attractiveness. Never tell yourself or let anyone tell you that in order to be attractive, you must be mixed. Now, this is where Jackass got his thing from. How black are we talking? Not to be funny, can you name you instead of Y-O-U? He put the letter U, dumbass. Can you name a beautiful black woman on the outside? Not brown skin, like Tyrese Black. What the hell he mean Tyrese Black? The top 50 most beautiful women top most 50. Jesus, I tell you. I can't stand this junk. When you got grown men that can't even get their grammar right off all times. It's supposed to say of all times. The darkest woman they have is Keisha Knight Pullum, which y'all know is Rudy from the Cosby Show, Gabrielle Union, Tara Hicks, and Serena Williams. The photo was a meme telling black girls that they don't have to be mixed with any other ethnicity to be considered beautiful, and I agree. But Arenas didn't seem to agree. And I mean, that's beauty right there. I mean, not to be, and then he goes on to say, not to be funny, can you, once again you, can't even spell right, name a beautiful black woman on the outside, oh, we already said that. But he goes ahead and continue, when you say African features, black, then you again have, number one, Lupita Nyong'o, and she's cute when the lights are off. Second is Ajuma Nasiyana. Sorry, but ew. So the beautiful black women you try to boost up is technically light skin or brown skin. Oh shit, I'll tell you. Now, he didn't. He didn't get much support on his comments. One referenced the sunken place position of hopelessness portrayed in the Jordan Peele film Get Out. Oh, great movie. Go see it. Definitely go see it. You know. And in one comment it said, like, people talking about Trump supporters, a lot of black people are in a sunken place for real. SMDH, which means shaking my damn head. That commenter wrote. Some people even felt sorry for Arenas kids and hoped that they didn't stumble upon their father's message. In case like that, I'm going to look for the picture on that, though. I'll put the link in the description for that. Because Gilbert Arenas should not be talking. You know, I feel sorry for his beautiful chocolate daughters if they were to ever read the foolishness he's posting. That's shaking my head. People really need to think before they post BS. Right. Apparently, the immense backlash made Arenas think twice. He posted something, and I mean something, of an apology, saying he misunderstood the post, but that he's not really sorry for what he said. Okay, Gilbert, let me stop there. How you saying that you apologize, but you're not sorry for what you said? You saying you misunderstood the post? No, you never understood, overstood, or understood the post. You know, it was like I said at the beginning of his thing. I never say sorry for the S I said, but it's my fault. I read this wrong and got into my feelings. I thought it was saying if you're mixed, you're not considered black and beautiful, and my kids are mixed and dark skinned, so I perceived it how I wanted it to. Yes, he perceived it how he wanted it to. So I erased to kind of say sorry, but not say sorry because, oh God, he can't even spell because. Illiterate. Because you can't truly blame me for reading it wrong. Well, you can't read, period, Gilbert. And as for Lupita, she ain't cute to me. Sorry. Just like I'm not cute to 95% of you. Oh, I would love to see the comments in this shit. Let me just get back to this dumbass nigga. Gilbert Arenas, I don't know where the fuck you been or what cave that you lived in with or whatever, but you can miss me with that bullshit. But see, this is this is the exact self-hate that has perpetuated and permeated the black community for years. You know, Gilbert Arenas is basically practicing the Willie Lynch syndrome. Part of that being dark skin versus light skin versus dark skin. And, you know, he's got 2 daughters that's just as dark as him and me. Do he realize the damage that he does by posting this stupid stuff he did on Instagram? And now you're going to put that psychology in these babies' heads, thinking that they're not cute, they're not beautiful. They're going to feel insecure when they grow up. And then on top of that, you know, doing like this. I mean, this is why, once again, I'm going to say this once and I'm going to say it again. I'm going to keep saying it. Why we should never, and I mean never, take former pro athletes or whatever like this seriously. He does not speak for black people. He does not speak for us. He's on that same BS tip like a Charles Barkley or any of these other Stephen A. Smith or any of these other David Clark or any of these other self-hating coons, you know. And like Cynthia G said, and I've always stated, it's always the brothers who coon, 9 times out of 10 is always one of the darker complexions. When you got brothers like Jesse Williams, like Colin Kaepernick and all that, who basically their parents were white, you know, were mixed, you know, their mother or their father being white, well, stage still don't count, and their other parents being black, they'd be more down for us than they would. Gilbert Arenas, you's a piece of shit. You was a piece of shit when you was at the Washington Wizards. I don't even know why Jordan even recruited you when he was there. I would tell Mike, I say, Mike, man, you should have never got this fool. Should have left him right where he belonged. So in my parting shot at the end of this commentary, and I say I'm gonna repeat what 93 Sports News has said, and I always say it, Gilbert Arenas, you can miss me with that bullshit, and fuck you. I just feel sorry for your daughters. You know, but to the brothers and sisters out there, both of these stories, you got one dude here self-hating, and Anthony Davis, let this just be a wake-up call to you, man. Next time you, whether city you in, whether you in LA or in Chicago, or y'all even here in Miami, man, go to a black-owned restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Spend your money there. Because people, at the end of the day, we got to think about group economics. Because see, these other people of these other ethnicities and cultures, other nationalities, they always want to use us and want to try to quote Malcolm X or Marcus Garvey or Noble Drew Ali or Martin Luther King or the Panthers and all that, just to try to get by. And then when they do it, they'll turn right around and piss and shit on us. I'm not gonna go ahead and go to a place that don't appreciate my patronage or appreciate me spending money there or what anything of that sort. No. Shoot. But let just be a wake up call to you, my brother, that hey, you still a black man in America. And that's the way how it is. They only love you as long as you be able to run up and down that court on that plywood floor under hot lights, dunking baskets or catching a pass, or whatever. But as soon as you get some self-awareness or knowledge of self, they try to ostracize you and try to make you out to be a pariah. Look how they doing our brother Colin Kaepernick. Let this just be a lesson to you. And as far as this old self-hating coon, man, you might as well just get your coon train ticket and sit beside Jazz Bryan and the rest of them. I don't know. Nigga hating on dark skins. I met a lot of beautiful chocolate sisters, man. And like I said, a lesson need to be learned, Mr. Arenas. Our women are the only women in the world that come in all different shades. As my sister Diva Queen Lopez puts down several times. Shout out to Diva Queen Lopez on this. You know what I'm saying? And if you want, so Gilbert Arenas, kiss my ass, fuck your soft ass, motherfucker.